we're making poutine today. That's right. So earlier today, we went to Mr. Wong's Chinese takeaway to get some chips. So here they are, Chinese takeaway chips. So the first time we did the poutine video, we did it out of the back of the car. We fired up the gas stove. We used that really watery gravy, not the best gravy for poutine, but we had to, go with what we had. And the cheese curds, a bit subpar, weren't salty enough, not squeaky, and didn't really taste like much. But I sold it pretty good because, that's what I do on this channel. But it was a lot better the second time. Second time we made the poutine, we used halloumi cheese. It was firmer, it was saltier, it was squeakier. It was from Over the Moon. Over the Moon makes really good cheese, and it worked out really well. And so at the end of that second poutine video, I did a little shout out, a little call for help.
But if anyone can send me some of that St. Hubert, like package of St. Hubert poutine powder, much appreciated.
Well, my cousin in Montreal, Quebec, Canada responded to that call. She sent us she sent me a video, and it was a video of her at the grocery store, and she grabbed like 5 packs of St. Hubert poutine powder. And she messaged me today saying that the tracker said that the package should have arrived today. So we're gonna find out. Okay. It's there.
Yeah.
Wait, is this gravy or is this cocaine? It's $61 to express deliver something that took about 9-10 days to get here. It still cost quite a bit. Let's do it. Watch I cut open the gravy in the package.
I was imagining you stabbing yourself with the knife. Oh, the moment.
Oh shit!
You did.
Oh. Oops.
You wasted one.
See. It's authentic. This is so sketchy looking. I'm cutting open a package that's powder, and I'm licking my fingers. You know what it's gotta be? It's gotta be like in the movies when they bust the guys with the cocaine and they stab the knife in, and they,
And one casualty.
One casualty. My bad.
Oh.
6
Oh my God, 6 poutines, love.
6 packets, 6 poutine. This is gonna be the best poutine. Je suis bien excité en tabarnak de faire cette poutine-là. Regarde ça, mélange à sauce poutine, gravy mix original. On va faire un poutine en esti. Je te jure, là, ce serait la meilleure poutine qu'on peut faire ici à la Nouvelle-Zélande. So here we are. I got amazing St. Hubert poutine sachet. So this is gonna be like real legit poutine sauce. I gotta use it wisely. So I thought to myself, maybe instead of just doing the usual poutine video, why don't we kiwi-fi this up a bit? So we're gonna do a kiwi-fied poutine. How do we make something like poutine from Quebec, New Zealand? So one idea that came to mind was to make a poutine pie. Pies are extremely popular here. It's a portable meal that you can find in virtually every town. You can't go into a single New Zealand town and not find a bakery that sells pies. And it's kind of like the New York slice. It's portable, it's easy to carry, it's delicious, you carry it with you. It's a pie, it's delicious. And you can find everything. You got mince and cheese, steak and cheese, steak and mushroom cheese, buttered chicken, steak and bacon and steak, you name it. They got all types of pies. So just to show you what it looks like, this is from Collingwood Bakery. This is basically your pie. And if it's done right, look, it should fall apart. This is the pot. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take all the elements of a poutine and mix it and bake it into a pie. So what I would call, what was it called? Bake it into a pie. So what I would call the
minced cheese pie poutine.
The mince and cheese pie.
Poutine pie.
The mince and cheese poutine pie. That's what we're doing today. The kiwi bird is gonna mate with the beaver. The Southern Cross is gonna form alliances with the fleur-de-lis. The Queen of England that we have on our money in Canada
Well, actually, the Queen of England is also on the money here in New Zealand as well. So let's get to baking.
Alright, so Lynn's gonna get started on cooking the mince that's gonna be in this mince and cheese poutine pie. So we're gonna start by, I guess, heating up some oil. We're gonna throw in half an onion. Next up, we're gonna throw in half a kilo of some of that, or throw in the full kilo. Yeah. Okay, right. So we've got our over-the-moon halloumi cheese right there. These guys are legit. As you can see, they're the New Zealand Champions of Cheese Awards. They won the gold medal in 2019. So we got our halloumi cheese. I'm gonna chop this up, prep it. What if I break it up?
No, got it.
You know cheese curds are uneven and misshapen?
No, it's up to you then.
You know what? Let's do it that way. I'll freehand break it up. Look at that. That looks so much more legit than chopping it. Instead of having like perfectly shaped cubes, we'll just break it up freehand style. So there we have it. I opted not to use the knife. I just freehand broke the cheese curds, and it bears... See, I even called it cheese curds. I freehand broke the halloumi, but it does bear a striking similarity to cheese curds. I think from this distance, you can't really tell the difference. So the beef is starting to brown here. I guess that's a sign that it's just about done.
Yeah, just gonna season it a bit.
A little salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. So now we're gonna get to work on cooking up the gravy. I did do a test cooking batch with this poutine, and it is hella thick. Like they put like some high octane cornstarch in this. So you have to prepare it the right way, which is whisking the powder in with cold water first before bringing it up to a boil. If you screw that up, it just gets really thick, like a bit too thick, that the gravy will kind of just sit on top of the fries but won't really absorb. I know it's not rocket science, but we have been known to screw up gravy. Something as simple as gravy, so. Alright, so let's empty the sachet. Poutine, le mélange à sauce poutine gravy mix original. Making Quebec kiwi poutine. So 2.5 cups of cold water.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good. See, we've been known to screw up gravy, and this was a very bad mistake. The burner was already on, and
There you go. Pour.
this might
Cool it down.
So this is the second cup. So now we are gonna whisk this in semi-cold water, and then slowly bring it back up to a boil. Okay, so once it's been whisked into the water, we're gonna bring this up to a boil. So now we'll put it on the heat, bring it to a boil. So the key thing to do here is to keep on stirring. I've been stirring now for about 2 minutes, and the sauce is definitely starting to thicken up. So we're just gonna keep going until it gets into a boil. Once it starts to boil, we're gonna turn the heat off and we're gonna let it simmer for 3 minutes. So as soon as I hit stop on the record button, start to boil. So we're gonna kill the heat and let this guy simmer while I stir and stir and stir some more. Alright, so now we're gonna make that mince gravy mixture. So what Ling did is she slightly undercooked the beef just because it's gonna continue cooking once she mixes it in with this boiling gravy. Alright, so Ling's greased up the pan and she's gonna start assembling the pastry. So we went with some puff pastry, I guess ready pastry. What do you call these?
Ready-made pastry. Flaky pastry.
Ready-made flaky pastry.
We're gonna have to play a little bit of Tetris here. That looks about right.
That's what I always say. And then you just layer the side. Everything inside. Gotcha.
Literally a little bowl.
Cool, so we have all of our ingredients made. We got the minced gravy, we got the cheese here, we got our takeaway chips. So all that's left to do right now is just assemble everything into this pie. is our mince and gravy mix. It's kind of watery from the test batch gravy that we made before. I'm thinking because probably there's some fat in the beef, it kind of just made it more watery and not as thick as I remember it being. Here we go. Wow.
I'm not convinced.
That's as good as it's gonna get. Maybe with the right filters, it'll look good. Okay, so now Ling is gonna apply the cover
Should I leave it up?
on top of the minced gravy.
Okay, no, I'm
Poutine pie.
sorry, I'm gonna leave it. I've also never really worked with pastry before, so as good as you can get.
So Ling's gonna just do her little egg wash thing and make it look pretty.
I think that's enough.
That's enough. We don't know. Is this enough?
I don't know.
We don't know if that's enough
is
egg wash. When's enough is enough. I've never egg washed anything, but so we preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and so yep, throw it in there, and let's cross our fingers and pray. Great.
Alright, I think we'll put 7 minutes and see what happens.
I think it's ready. I think it's ready. Yeah, that looks.
Yep.
That looks pretty brown.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Wash your hands.
Oh, here you go. Beautiful.
Puff pastry.
It looks beautiful, at least on the outside. We have yet to see how the inside turned out.
Yeah, my tucking technique worked. That's good.
Moment of truth. Ooh, nice and flaky. Listen to that crisp. Yeah.
Get a nice close up of this.
Da, da, na, na. Da, da,
Oh, yo, that looks pretty. Actually, doesn't look too bad.
Surprise of the day, guys.
Based on looks, I think this looks pretty profesh. You got your chips in there, your mince with poutine gravy, with the halloumi cheese. I can't wait to get into this. This looks pretty tasty.
Legit.
Look at that. Good egg washing, Ling.
Thank you.
Alright guys, so this only leaves one last thing that we gotta do to taste test the poutine pie, the mince and cheese poutine pie.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, yeah, at last the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream